GTVA forces today drove Federation forces from Jupiter, gaining control of the system capital at Ganymede. Admiral Severanti, the military commander of the battle group currently stationed in Seoul, described this outcome as an important victory for our forces and a step toward the final liberation of Earth. Earlier, Secretary General Tocqueville gave a speech to the General Assembly citing this recent action as the beginning of the closing stages of the Civil War.
The illegitimate ruling power in Seoul has entered its twilight. Our forces have worked hard and at great cost to win back Earth. But we will never falter in our struggle, now that our goal is finally in sight.
Officers and crew of the Home Fleet, I thank you for your hard work and dedication over the past few days. I know that it has not been easy dealing with the current influx of refugees, wounded, and traffic in the aftermath of the GTVA invasion of the Jovian Systems Republic. Your continued dedication to the service of humanity will be both counted upon and gratefully appreciated in the next few days. All I ask is for each of you to continue the fight on the Jovians' behalf, so that we may prevail against the enemy. The remnants of the Jovian Rim fleet have taken up shelter in Mars orbit, where they will be repaired and their crews rested. The Jovian Republic has fought bravely ever since this war started, and now they continue to fight alongside us against those who wish to undo the good we have achieved over the past 50 years. Our hearts and minds are with the people of the Jovian Republic.
Hey, Laporte, are you there? Those Tev bastards bombed Luna. Switch on your feed as soon as you get this. They say that a bunch of domes have been hit hard. Casualties are running into the tens of thousands, and civil emergency systems have been overwhelmed. Damn them all to hell. They say the attack was aimed at industrial plants, broadcast centers, Ubuntu headquarters. They must have known how many people they'd kill. Look, I don't know if you knew anyone at Luna or not. It doesn't matter. They've gone too far. It was different when it was the Jovians getting their noses bled. Luna is one of the biggest colonies we've got outside Earth. This is just wrong. Beeper from Bree. Captain Telfer wants to give us our orders. I'll see you in the briefing room.
Early this morning, the GTVA launched simultaneous bomber attacks against targets on Luna and Mars. Nuclear detonations have been reported at several lunar domes, as well as Bradbury and Pavonis Mons spaceport on Mars. Six-belt mining operations have dropped out of contact. Attacks are still ongoing, and casualties number in the tens of thousands. These attacks on civilians violate normal TEV rules of engagement. Intel believes that the General Terran Assembly has activated the total war contingency of the Beta Aquilae Convention. Any civilian target involved in the war effort is now fair game. So far, there have been no attacks on Earth itself. That could change.
Navahus, listen up. Do not be drawn towards those cruisers. If you hit any flak, pull out immediately.
This is Delta. We're inbound on the target. Check master arm. Alpha, take out Aquarius Wing pronto.
Beta Wing, bangs out. Ready to go for BFM advantage.
This is the Indus. Captain Harwood has verified the Churchill's readiness, and we are inbound. We've only got one chance at this, so let's hit the Meridian before she can jump.
Finally, some payback. I'll bet the Aquila and Ronvier will rest easier when we're done gutting this destroyer.
Gutting it? That thing looks like a city. It's too huge to gut. I can't believe the Tevs have 24 of these.
Brevity, you two. I need you to stay alert. If you're badly hit, pull back to the frigates and call a support ship to rearmor you.
Roger. 1.
Pilots, the Juarez is providing tag support to TEV forces. Admiral Byrne is sorting the Vilnius as a distraction.
Vilnius here. We've miscalculated our jump coordinates. We're in the center of the TEV battle group and require immediate assistance.
Alpha 1 requests permission to assist the Vilnius.
Get back. Come on, Navas! Disperse the barrel! Cut them down!
Take that, bastards.
I copy. Mars hit Pt2 eject chip.
Bank 1 low.
Launch papers.
Bank 1 empty.
Tev's just there to crash. She's out. She's okay.
Shit!
The Vilnius! She's going there.
Orlando, Pt1, say your situation!
Delta here. Strike successful. Meridian main beams offline. Now targeting the Juarez.
There's nothing we could have done, Laporte.
Good work, pilots. Get out of that fire pocket and drag TEV fighters to the frigates. Repeat, withdraw to the frigates immediately.
Indos, Churchill, we've got a snag. They're bombing squadron and jumping in.
Stand by, Churchill. We're calling in our Alpha Wing to provide cover. Indus Tactical, Sims. On station and ready to assist. Give me your situation. Welcome home, Sims. Captain Sorensen wants you to intercept. New contact. The Tevs have deployed a massive strike. We're calling in the 271st to assist your intercept.
Bank 3 low.
Pilot, go defensive now.
Fire control confirms good hits on the meridian. Target shows armor fatigue. Maintain fire.
Target down.
You're on the threat axis. Break clear.
We're at knife fight range, Churchill. All mass drivers to continuous rapid fire.
Bank 3 empty.
New contacts. Orient now.
Early.
Alright, Navajos, listen up. Do not be drawn towards those cruisers. If you hit any flak, pull out immediately.
This is Delta. We're inbound on the target. Check master arm. Alpha, take out Aquarius Wing pronto.
Beta Wing, bangs out. Ready to go for BFM advantage.
This is the Indus. Captain Harwood has verified the Churchill's readiness and we are inbound. We've only got one chance at this, so let's hit the Meridian before she can jump.
Finally, some payback. I'll bet the Akala and Ronvia will rest easier when we're done gutting this destroyer.
Gutting it? That thing looks like a city. It's too huge to gut. I can't believe the Tevs have 24 of these.
Brevity, you two. I need you to stay alert. If you're badly hit, pull back to the frigates and call a support ship to rearmor you.
Roger. 1.
Pilots, the Juarez is providing tag support to Tev forces. Admiral Byrne is sorting the Vilnius as a distraction.
Vilnius here. We've miscalculated our jump coordinates. We're in the center of the Tev battle group and require immediate assistance.
Alpha 1, request permission to assist the Vilnius.
Come on, Navajos. Dispense a barrel! Cut them down!
Take that, you bastards.
Positive, Pt2 ejected chip. Tev's just nailed Crash. She's out. I think she's okay. Launch,
Bank 1 low.
The Vilnius. She's going down.
Otto, Pt1, say your situation. There's nothing we could have done, LaBoy.
Delta Wing here. Strike successful.
Bank 1
FD. Now targeting the Juarez.
Good work, pilots. Get out of that fire pocket and drive Tev fighters to the frigates. Withdraw to the frigates immediately.
Indus, Churchill, we've got a snag. Tev bombing squad will be jumping in.
Stand by, Churchill. We're calling in our Alpha Wing to provide cover. Roger that, sir. Indus Tactical, Sims. On station and ready to assist in the situation. Welcome home, Sims. Captain Sorensen wants you to intercept. Anything Indus Tactical. Alpha will be ready to offensive counter.
I'll do my best.
Tevs have deployed a maximum strike. We're calling in the 271st to assist your intercept.
Weapons hot, going for the merge. Weapons hot, going for the merge.
Tank 3 low. Tank 3 empty.
Weapons hot, going for the merge.
Fire control confirms good hits on the meridian. Target shows armor fatigue. Maintain fire. Target down.
May he find peace.
Snap into new threats.
We're in knife fight range, Churchill. All mass drivers to continuous rapid fire. Roger that, sir. Solaris, this is the Impulse. Mission outcome doubtful. Requesting additional support.
All victims have cleared the wireless. There's a snake involved. Guns hot.
Roger that, sir.
Need to take some pressure off the church. We're going to lose it. Airspace is cleared. It's going again. You get a break, people. Re-armor and reload.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target. Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target. Target is venting in sync. Seeing some secondaries in the portside flak magazines. Bangs out. Closing for the merge.
Weapons hot, going for the merge. Engaging at will.
Shit.
The Meridian's armor is failing. Load 5 rounds and hit her again.
New targets coming in.
The Meridian has escaped, but with severe damage. Hit her escorts before they withdraw too.
It escaped. We let that ship get away after it nuked Luna? This is unbelievable.
She's not gonna try out people again anytime soon. That's what matters.
Shut up, both of you. Check 6, watch the flag, and wrap this up.
Cruiser Ajax nullified. Clear to that target.
The TEV forces have all withdrawn, pilots. Return to the Indus and stand by for further orders. We're updating our strategic plots.
Cassine, report. Are you all right? Sound off.
Christ. I think I hit a man after he ejected. I can't tell if that's blood on my wing or carbon scoring. I can't keep my hands steady.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Holy fuck. I'm alive.
Typical First Fleet. Just living through a fight is a pleasant surprise. Don't get cocky, Brooke.
Why, Captain Sims, you sound threatened. Am I infringing on your territory? Or your kill count, maybe?
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Ease up, Brooke. You're on a combat hunt. Keep that in mind before you start mouthing off to superior officers.
Brooke, give me your tally, Sims, and let's compare. Or are you just gonna pull rank and back down?
Ensign Laporte, discipline. You'll set the next mission out in the stockade.
I'm sorry for the breach of discipline, sir. You're absolutely correct. It's my first time in major combat. Excuse my nerves.
For what it's worth, you did well, Alder. Stay on your game, and I live to not bother me again. It's charming, Martian.
It's a date, sir. If you're ever on board the Solaris, just let me know. I'd be happy to show you around.
But don't push it on. The high will pass. It always does.
Did you see the bodies?
Punch drunk from Keylock in combat, huh? I should have busted your ass for that crack at Captain Sims. But hell, we did win. You earned it.
All pilots, Indus Tactical. We've received the withdrawal order. Intel reports a TEV strike force on its way to eliminate us. Let's get out of here!
Welcome back to the Solaris, pilot. Additionally, it's my sad duty to report the deaths of Flight Lieutenant Javier Cosolito, Sub-Lieutenant Ambiro Gapar, and ensign Tyra Crash Emir. These pilots served the Solaris well and died protecting Earth. Their deaths are doubly bitter because, like so many of the First Fleet's pilots, they were reservists. If any of you would like to add to their remembrances during the Ceremony of the Fallen, please inform me. I apologise for the enthusiasm of the deck crews. I'll make this briefing quick so you can wash the champagne off your flight suits. You should all be very proud. While we were unable to destroy the Meridian, our strike succeeded in forcing the destroyer to withdraw. Intelligence tells us that the Meridian has pulled back to Delta Serpentis. Better yet, the General Assembly is so displeased with Admiral Severante's blunder here that they've relieved him of command and placed Steele in control of the Sol Theatre. The victory has important strategic ramifications. The GTVA is unlikely to take such bold action in the future without ensuring that additional destroyers are available for reinforcement. The more forces the GTVA holds back to reinforce endangered destroyers, the fewer ships they'll have attacking on the front line. Incidentally, Admiral Calder of the Jovian Rim Fleet happens to disagree with this assessment. Now that Admiral Severante is no longer in the Terran Theatre, Calder contends that Admiral Steele of the GTD Atreus will have free rein to use more aggressive tactics. If the Jovian's right, we should all brace for worse to come. Of course, Murphy had his way with our battle plan. As most of you know, the UEC Vilnius misjumped during its attack on the GTCV Juarez and was lost with all hands. This is a war. People die. What's important is that we made those deaths worth it, but that doesn't always make it easy to cope. We will remember our loss at tonight's Ceremony of the Fallen. Those of you on the Meridian attack should take the next few days to rest. Make sure your sleep cycles are good, and see a combat psych or an Ubuntu spiritualist if you need counseling. I expect to see all of you at the Ceremony of the Fallen tonight, where we will honor our dead and, in the spirit of Ubuntu, those GTVA pilots and crew people who died fighting against us. Additionally, it's my sad duty to report the deaths of Flight Lieutenant Javier Cosolito, Sub-Lieutenant Ambiro Gapar, and ensign Tyra Crash Emir. These pilots served the Solaris well and died protecting Earth. Their deaths are doubly bitter because, like so many of the First Fleet's pilots, they were reservists. If any of you would like to add to their remembrances during the Ceremony of the Fallen, please inform me.
Sorry to call you in unexpectedly, Ensign Laporte. I'm Lieutenant Vicmuth, 1st Fleet PSYOPs. Random screening of combat pilots has selected you for a psychological evaluation. In order to maximize the diagnostic efficiency of the evaluation, it will occur during a live sortie. You will patrol a navigation point near Earth for enemy scout wings. I will fly your wing, interview you during your downtime, and monitor transmissions from your flight suit's diagnostic neural interface. To avoid distractions, your weapon systems will be locked unless enemy contact occurs. Suit up, we launch in 10. Sorry to call you in unexpectedly, Ensign Laporte. I'm Lieutenant Vicmuth, 1st Fleet PSYOPs. Random screening of combat pilots has selected you for a psychological evaluation. In order to maximize the diagnostic efficiency of the evaluation, it will occur during a live sortie. You will patrol a navigation point near Earth for enemy scout wings. I will fly your wing, interview you during your downtime, and monitor transmissions from your flight suit's diagnostic neural interface. To avoid distractions, your weapon systems will be locked unless enemy contact occurs. Suit up, we launch in 10. Follow me, Miss Laporte.
Can you hold your own in a fight? If we hit trouble, I need a wingman, not a therapist.
That won't be a concern. Would you activate your DNI system, please? Very nice baseline. Typical pre-combat profile. If you're interested, your HUD should give you a layman's summary of the readouts. It's a James model. Fear, grief, anger, and joy.
This thing is creepy. What's the 5th one?
Just a diagnostic. Could you tell me about your clinical history, Miss Laporte?
Nothing more than what's in my file. I had a psychotic episode in my early teens. Hallucinations, imagined companions, schizophrenic symptoms.
Conveniently, it remitted in time for you to enter the academy. Do you still consider yourself stable, Miss Laporte?
Sometimes I feel like I'm more than one person. Like there's one person here talking to you and another one who comes out when I pull the trigger.
That's just what we want, Miss Laporte. Your purpose is beginning to take hold.
My purpose? What purpose?
To preserve mankind and its potential, of course. To preserve, you must destroy.
What are you on about? Look, I'm no jingoistic patriot. I don't think the UEF has complete control of the moral high ground.
I don't mean the UEF, Miss Laporte. I mean you. Surely you've seen what will happen if you fail.
What the hell did you just do to me? Was that Earth? Are you? You're not really a psychologist, are you?
Can you really have forgotten, Miss Laporte? You heard me when you were a child. Can you still hear me now?
My God. This can't be real. You were never real.
The machinery is in motion. The destroyers give mankind a second chance to achieve its potential. Humanity has failed that test. There is only one way to avert the slaughter. And so you must play your part to the bloody end.
Oh, real. You weren't real.
The survival of the human race is utterly contingent upon your ability to do one simple thing. You must destroy the GTVA.
What is this? Where are you taking me?
I'm losing you, Miss Laporte. I can't quite see. So far away. The hook's so deep.
I talked to when I was a girl. My invisible friend.
I have sent you all I can. You are in your own hands until I can reach you again. Do not fail.
Fail at what? What do I have to do? Ken? Hello? Hello?
Walk the perimeter. Check your six. They sneak in through drains. Walk the perimeter. Check your six. They keep killing and lock them out. Walk the perimeter. Check your six.
I'm drowning in blood. Please, wake me up. I'm drowning in blood and I can't swim. Please, let me wake up.
Did you do the right thing? You couldn't let them go forward. Not wanting to. Not its fault. But was it right?
They think me a coward. They don't understand. All the left in one as well. They're not doing at all. We need more time.
Why don't we silent? No one has heard a whisper in more than a year. What does it mean? also recognizes that which we perceive, but which science has yet to explain. It is true that some amongst the elders receive visions. We are not all in agreement as to what weight to give them, or as to what they mean. But we strive to see this gift in the way that our distant ancestors saw the stars. Though we cannot explain the wonder, nor touch it, nor even ascribe to it the most basic traits, we nonetheless agree that it is beautiful. I have certainly never heard of this gift assuming the form of an invisible friend with a personality. However, things we have learned recently, since this war began in fact, tell me that your gift may not be unique. If you have, in truth, heard these voices since childhood, and if your heart tells you they can be trusted, then perhaps you should heed them. At least one other with the same gift reached peace by following his own dreams. I have known you since childhood, and knew your mother far longer. If you are as good as she, then the things you hear must be good as well. I trust you to do what is right. Blessings and fortune to you, Noemi.
A moment before we start this briefing. Look at the empty chairs next to you. They're a harsh lesson, maybe the harshest, that we must not forget this is a war. In war, heroes still die. In war, you do not have to carry a weapon to be a target. Finally, in a war, it's never clear who's your enemy and who's not. Like it or not, war has arrived on our doorstep, and we either adapt or surrender. We're not going to receive any replacements to our squadron for a few days, so until then, these seats will serve as a reminder of our lost comrades and the sacrifice they made in the line of duty. Remember this lesson so that their deaths will not be in vain. Now listen up, our work doesn't stop with the Meridian. We did well yesterday in ending the civilian bombings, but the situation remains grim. Our infrastructure has been hit hard by the TEVs. We're still holding on. Barely. We've had some success at decentralizing our supply chain, so we're going to continue our coordinated freighter traffic with Mars. A short time ago, the heavy freighter Nauticus departed from the Mars Gate Farm with supplies for Riza Station, as well as some classified cargo. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It's possible they were deceived or paid off, but the Nauticus left Mars without her fighter escort. As soon as she left the main traffic lanes, she came under attack by a Gaian effort wing looking to plunder her cargo. We lost communications with the freighter about 5 minutes ago. However, her automated distress beacon continues to transmit, so it's likely that the ship remains intact. Gaian effort activity has been on the rise for the past few months. Without Third Fleet raids to suppress their Kuiper habitats, they've built up their strength, and in spite of the war, they're still committed to their radical eco-terrorist agenda. This raid is typical nuisance behavior. Command has shut down the local gates to prevent the Geths from escaping with the Nauticus. They'll have to drag the ship into subspace manually, which will take time. Alpha, we're deploying you to the freighter's last known position. With luck, the Geths will still be preoccupied with securing the Nauticus's cargo. The Geths are little more than a paramilitary force. Still, be careful out there. More than one pilot has learned the hard way not to underestimate these terrorists. Your Rulons should be more than a match for whatever the Geths throw at you, so I expect that freighter to make it to the station intact. The 2nd Fleet frigate Yangtze is on patrol nearby, and its gunships will track and respond to any signs of Geth jump signatures. Send those Geths packing back to the Kuiper Belt and bring that freighter home.
Jump 6. We got 3 Bronto fighters incoming. Break and engage. For Gaia!
Watch each other's backs, kids. I want you all home alive.
Command, the Nauticus is still in the area.
Engage Geth fighters now. One transport just pulled out. No other ships sighted in the battle space. Don't get caught up in their charge, Alpha Wing. Break and try to pick them off one by one. These Geths are most dangerous in numbers.
Picking up a secure subspace transmission from the fighters. I think they may be calling for reinforcements.
Secure? How secure? Geth comm reception from the base.
Control that. 3, I need a scan of the Nauticus.
Eject, kid. That one's not going to pay.
Geth splashed. Someone's gonna be buying me drinks.
Boss, Guy, help us. Thank you. They have the Pt2 all over us. Get out now.
Splash the bandit. Geth scum. Pisces Wing is out of the fight. Check your telltales and call in a support ship to rearmor if you need to.
Ah, hell. This isn't good.
What is it? Report, Noem.
I'm picking up a radiation source in the cargo hold. Specs are consistent with a comet cracker nuclear device. And it's on a hair trigger. Really unstable.
Screw me. The freighter's rigged with a bomb? I guess we know what that transport was doing.
Alpha Wing, stay clear of the Nauticus. If that thing so much as jolts, everything could get blown sky high. Nauticus Control, this is Alpha Wing of the 170th Fighting Navahas, UED Solaris. Please respond.
Damn hypocrites. For all their rhetoric, these guests sure don't seem to have much trouble taking human lives.
Who's being hypocritical now, Lord? Aren't they dying for what they believe in, just like us?
I say again, Nauticus Control, this is Alpha Wing. Please respond. Nothing. Either their shortwave transmitters are dead or the crew is.
Kasim, are you okay? You've been in a daze ever since the briefing.
Never better, Laporte. I'm alive. I've got all my limbs and digits. I've got no damn reason to complain.
Command Alpha 1. No response from the Nauticus bridge. There is an explosive device in the cargo hold that's rigged to blow. No other enemy craft in the area.
Roger that, Alpha 1. We're deploying a boarding party with an explosives team to recapture the freighter. Stand by.
I wasn't asking you to complain, Kasim. I was asking if you were all right.
Keep it frosty, Alpha. We still have a job to do here.
You heard the man, Laporte. Let's just keep our minds on why we're here, okay?
So why are we here, Kasim? I spend a lot of time wondering.
You're out here to kill anyone who tries to kill you. At this specific moment, you're here to kill Geths so that they don't take our cargo ship. Isn't it that simple?
No, it's never that simple. You can't just kill people because they're trying to kill you. You've got to understand why. You have to do what's right.
What's right? Kind of a tricky proposition, isn't it? I mean, we think we're right. So do the Geths. The Tevs, too, judging by those broadcasts. Everyone's got their reasons.
I remember a young girl saying she wanted to join the Navy fighter crew to follow in the footsteps of her Uncle Manny and her father.
I guess I did, but I don't really know what it was that gave me the idea. Might have been some crazy dream.
Whatever, Laporte. My reasons don't go beyond flying a big fighter, shooting bad guys, and showing off my wings when I'm planetside.
Alpha, Nairobi Wind. We've successfully completed our transit. The EOD team is on board. They're not too happy.
Why? What's wrong?
Just the grind taking its toll, Alpha 1. Constant deployments, no food, no sleep, a lot of stims, a lot of fear. These guys don't have it easy.
Pardon me, One. Could you put the EOD leader on, Nairobi Wind?
Major Britannia here. What is it?
Just wanted to ensure everything was all right before you began your mission, Major. Anything we can do?
Aside from 6 days rest and a vacation in Tahiti? No. My team just finished pulling a live Helios warhead out of the Katana's flight deck. This should be a piece of piss.
Don't worry, Major. We'll make sure you have a smooth ride. Alpha 1, should we pass them our scan data?
We can use anything you've got. Detonators, types of fissionables, mass, Brysons. We need to know as much as we can before we start RSP.
Good idea, Noemi. I'd frankly forgotten this section of the manual. We're passing you our scan data via FleetNet, Major.
Hang on, everyone be quiet. I'm getting a signal near the Nauticus.
Catching. It's a suit distress beacon. Someone must have ejected and only now switched their beacon on.
Let's go find it, Laporte. They might be injured. Attention, GEF pilot. This is Alpha 2, 170th Fighting Navajas, UED Solaris. You are hereby a prisoner of war.
Rot and die, you worm!
Friendly sort, isn't she?
Another charming daughter of the Kuiper Belt. We'll call the SAR Corsair. Whether she wants it or not, she's going back to the Solaris.
Easy now, pilot. We're not gonna hurt you. What's your name?
What the hell is this? Who do you think you are, little woman? A fucking snake charmer? I'm a hostile pilot, and you're a worthless, planet-raping Buntu. Stop playing flower girl, you naif.
Watch your tongue, prisoner. That's my niece. Treat her with the respect due to your betters.
Your niece? You've got family members flying in the same wing? You terrors are junk! At least the Jovians acted like a real military. Not that it did them much good when the Tevs decided to roll over them, did it?
I've heard enough. She's jammed.
This is Major Bethania. We've deployed drones into the Nauticus. No sign of the crew. We are attempting to isolate the warhead software connection to shipboard sensors. Stand by.
Heads up! Jump flash! Hostiles coming in!
Sweet fortune. It's a whole squadron of Gavs.
They'd never risk this many ships for a single freighter. Hey, do you see that? Isn't that a GTVA tactical transport?
Hold! Everyone hold! Wait for them to move! Major Bethania, what's your status?
Alpha 1, you need to remain calm. We're in the middle of some delicate work here. The warhead has air displacement sensors, and our drones very nearly set them off.
Listen carefully, Major. The Geth force has jumped in and might attack at any moment. I need you to find any kind of remote trigger on that bomb and disable it now. I'm signaling nearby units for backup.
That's totally impractical. We're not even ready to begin preliminary RSP, let alone the fuse. You need to buy us more time.
Ubuntu fighters, this is Sergei Gvalim of the Gaian effort, Kostadin Cell. I have the detonation codes for that comet cracking. Surrender the Nauticus and your own ships, or I'll blow you all to hell. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Gef pilot, this is Alpha Wing, 170th Fighting Navajas, UED Solaris. We give nothing to Kuiper rabble. Furthermore, if you set off your bomb, you lose the Nauticus. Your pilots will have died for nothing.
26, 25, 24...
3, this is Major Bethania. We need your avionics package for some D-Day work, or we might trigger the bomb. Scan the coordinates I'm passing on right away.
Damn it! Roger that, Major. On my way. Noemi, talk to them. Buy us some time.
Attention, Geth terrorists. I am Noemi Laporte. I know your sensors can read the suit beacon of the Geth prisoner we've taken.
Are you threatening a prisoner of war, little Ubuntu girl?
You're damn right I am. Bring your ships any closer and I'll burn her alive with my engine exhaust. Suit radios are a lot more hardy than the human body. You'll hear her scream. At least until her lungs incinerate.
You're younger than my daughter, raised on Earth, coddled and comfortable. You could never do what you threaten. You are too soft.
Maybe you're right, Sergei Gwilym. Maybe I couldn't bring myself to kill that woman. But if you come 500 meters closer, then we're both gonna find out. And I don't think either of us will like what we learn.
That cowardly bundu bitch! Who's playing terrorist now, eh? If you were drifting in a suit of my wing, I'd at least give you a clean death. Gaia, save us. What do those ratchet elders do to make you so hard? So young, but so cold. No, you would never be able to kill her. Her name is Hannah. When she was young, she grew cherry blossoms in little cups to give to the pilots. She loves a man named...
Kasim, unjam the prisoner's radio.
What are you going to do, Lord?
I don't know yet.
Laporte, they're coming in. All of them, weapons hot. You have to do something, or they're going to swarm us.
Not like this. I just don't want to go like this. Please, not like this.
I will do it! I will kill her!
Damn it! Break off! Get back to the Argo and hold for my orders.
Alpha, come in. Alpha Wing. The bomb's disarmed. I thought we were done for, but we got the remote detonator disconnected.
Stand by, Alpha Wing. This is Flight Lieutenant Karen Ingmei off the Yangtze. We tracked Geth raiders to this area at Navajaz and we're here to help. We'll draw the Geths off.
Roger that, Lieutenant Ingmei. It's beautiful to see you.
All 2 gunships are after the Argo. Set the bomb for 15 seconds and then jump out. At least we'll get some of them.
The warhead's not responding. The fence must have disarmed it.
Sorry, we're so dead. Reference back to the Geth jump
Jump over the Geths. Triple joint pattern. We blew this one hard.
Good to see you, Flight Lieutenant. Those were a harrowing few minutes.
Man, Lord, I didn't know you had such a vicious streak going. God, I thought I was going to die.
Laporte? Noemi Laporte? Lorna Sims off the Indus mentioned her.
Wait, you know Lorna Sims? Aren't you on a different ship? Do you talk very often? Look, please don't tell her about what I did. She might not think much of it.
She's a hard ass herself, Laporte. Lorna and the Indus take the worst assignments. She mentioned she'd found some pictures of you. Something from your academy days?
Can't you people stop this inane chatter after every mission? We almost died. How can you just...
Kasim, shut your mouth. The area seems secure, Lieutenant Ingmei. We're all round. With your permission, we'll head back to the Solaris to debrief.
Go ahead, Navajaz. We've got the Nauticus and the EOD team covered. Marines and an SAR Corsair will be here to tow her home. Good flying, pilots.
Thanks for the cover, Alpha. Glad we could save your pilot asses for a change. Major Britannia, out.
Congratulations on your successful recovery of the Nauticus transport, Alpha Wing. Major Pretonia's EOD team found the majority of the crew locked in a hull compartment where they'd been anesthetized. The success of this mission was a team effort, but I think a few elements deserve particular notice. Major Pretonia's team will receive a commendation and possibly even a medal for their heroic defusal of the Comet Cracker warhead. Without their efforts, the Geffs would have destroyed the transport and most likely all of you with it. Naomi Laporte did a difficult thing out there today. We've all been trained to treat prisoners with the utmost respect, but Laporte recognized a critical situation and acted to resolve it. By threatening that hostage, you may have crossed some ethical boundaries, but you also ensured the success of your mission. Some might question Laporte, but I think that was a fine piece of leadership. The Nauticus's classified cargo has been transferred to the Solaris and is now being escorted under heavy guard to its final destination. The Nauticus's captain is still in recovery, but once he's fully conscious, Admiral Byrne is going to grill him about his decision to leave Mars without a proper escort. I expect that by the time Byrne is done, that captain will wish he'd died at the hands of the Geffs. Lastly, the Geff prisoner you recovered has been transferred to Fleet Intelligence for debriefing. Under normal circumstances, we'd allow the Hostile Combatants Advocacy Branch access to the prisoner, but the Fleet Admirals have issued an executive order mandating close interrogation. Extraordinary times, ladies and gentlemen. A moment, Laporte. Read past me some of the mission logs. I'd just like to commend your conduct, both in the tangle with the Geffs and with respect to your cooperation with the EOD team. We need leadership like that. I may give you more responsibility in the months to come.
Red alert. All officers and crew of the UED Solaris. This is Admiral Byrne declaring an emergency. A galactic Terran attack is in progress on our Earth and lunar space-based assets. Repeat, a massive enemy assault on major installations in Earth and lunar orbit is in progress. Galactic Terran forces of the GTD Imperius battle group have overwhelmed our defenses at several key positions. Our garrison at Luna has fallen, and we've lost contact with our battle line at Canvas Station. Our forces have rallied around Home Fleet HQ, and reinforcements from the 2nd Fleet are incoming. All squadrons to prepare for launch effective immediately. All pilots report to your squadron leaders for briefing and await further orders. Solaris crew, report to battle stations. Deck personnel, refer to launch rotation schedules which will be posted at all info terminals. I want reports of battle readiness from all stations in 5 minutes. It's time for everyone to give their all for our homes and our planet. Earth's darkest hour has finally arrived.
Okay, pilots, listen up. Admiral Byrne has called for a full-strength deployment. Everyone fights today. You're being deployed to Riza Station, a critical region hub and dockyard for the Home Fleet. She's come under attack by TEV forces and her garrison just made the call for reinforcements. Latest reports from the station indicate the Deimos corvette Redoubtable bombarding the station with beam fire under cover from a squadron of fighters. However, be advised that the situation is highly fluid. If the TEV start taking losses, expect the Imperius to deploy additional fighters and bombers. They'll put as many craft into the attack as they can without depleting their own reserves and leaving their destroyers vulnerable. Because there is no TEV AWACS in the area to relay coordinates, expect bombers to jump in at a safe distance of at least 4,000 meters. What we know of the TEV Orbat suggests that you will be facing the 908th Trailblazers in an assault role, the 909th in space superiority, and the 11th Strategic Assault Squadron as the heavy hitters. Athens and Malta stations share an orbital slot with Riza. These installations handle active armor and munitions logistics for nearby dockyards. These are important assets, but compared to Riza, they're expendable. Ignore them, pilots. There's nothing you can do for them. Admiral Byrne plans to launch everything we've got that can fly, and we're shoving trainees into fighters as fast as we can find flight suits. This is it, people. This is the fight for our Federation. We lose this one, then it's game over. Our replacement pilots arrived only yesterday, and I imagine you haven't had a chance to meet them. Too late now. They'll be filling out your wings. Bree, you'll be leading Alpha Wing and handling coordination with the Solaris. Laporte, you have command of Beta Wing and any other wings that arrive. Sorry to put you in tactical command on sign, but there's no one else to do the job. Try to keep our new pilots alive. Your launch window is in 7 minutes. Get to your ships and get to them now. Laporte, listen up. Those rooks you're taking out have just barely finished their ACM training. I need you to keep them together and keep them safe. Instead of letting them engage on their own or giving them a target to defend, tell them to attack one enemy at a time, engaging as a group. Think of them as another weapon, one you aim with your orders. If Riza launches any of its own rookie wings later in the battle, feel free to give them orders as well. Your command software should auto-configure.
Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. 2 wings down.
Like you fight it, Navahas. Like you fight it for them once again.
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Daimos Corvette. Flashers!
Stay tight, Rubs. My target calls.
You're on the threat axis. Break!
Confirmed Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2 Imperial is not under position.
Break! Break left!
Roger. I have the intercept.
Taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
The enemy Freezer, not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Big one low. Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
And those bombers are down. One more assets.
Big one empty.
A half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting caught.
Copy that.
Maybe an attempt to short the stream. Maintain a close perimeter and then we move away.
Bangs out. Closing for the merge.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega,
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Troubleshooting front clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of the wings, Risa? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 smell live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Roger that, sir. Roger that, sir. Contact. Tower.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to move fast.
Copy that, sir.
Incoming job signature. It's an AWACS wing. They're setting up an SSM strike plane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Camel wing now off the deck and retreating to defensive camel head. Silence and apply those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring intercept-space missiles to the GTV trio.
We halted the Sheev in advance. We sealed off Capella, and our people are safe. Maybe forever.
Red alert. All officers and crew of the UED Solaris. This is Admiral Byrne declaring an emergency. A galactic Terran attack is in progress on our Earth and lunar space-based assets. Repeat, a massive enemy assault on major installations in Earth and lunar orbit is in progress. Galactic Terran forces of the GTD Imperius battle group have overwhelmed our defenses at several key positions. Our garrison at Luna has fallen, and we've lost contact with our battle line at Canvas Station. Our forces have rallied around Home Fleet HQ, and reinforcements from the 2nd Fleet are incoming. All squadrons to prepare for launch effective immediately. All pilots report to your squadron leaders for briefing and await further orders. Solaris crew, report to battle stations. Deck personnel, refer to launch rotation schedules which will be posted at all info terminals. I want reports of battle readiness from all stations in 5 minutes. It's time for everyone to give their all for our homes and our planet. Earth's darkest hour has finally arrived.
Okay, pilots.
Fighting Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. 2 weeks down and they just keep coming.
Watch the fighters, Navahas. Occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Deimos Corvette. Flash urgent.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen to my target.
Confirmed Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2 criteria is not under position.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
Jump flash. Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No rescue.
And those bombers aren't enough. We need 1 more assets.
Maybe an attempt to destroy our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't move all the way.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Frieza. They're attacking long-range missiles.
Bring some cover if you can. Bring some countermeasures if you can. You'll jump clear sooner or later.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris are called to?
Pt2 low.
Roger. I have the intercept. I'm going in for guns.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short range ACM, Navahas.
Roger that, sir.
Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Risa? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Contact. Tally bandit.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
I'm going in for guns.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing. They're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in some space missiles from the GTD Atreus. Gamma wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
That is in here. Stop the AWACS.
Flight Lieutenant Rihanna, please respond. Beta wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond.
Copy that, sir.
Our hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our active orbit. We're preparing to evacuate.
Egg 2 empty.
Personnel. By this time, pilots will complete fortune and stand by. Ready to pilots. We have an emergency on around.
Can't break this fight. Fuck me. I'm hit.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Copy that, sir. Committed to demand.
Egg 3 low. Egg 3 empty.
All compromised. Attempting to eject.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Someone help me?
My rookies are gone. I cannot confirm any rejections.
Killian Barr now to mention security mission. Veterans for numbers.
All AWACS offline, Rita. Cancel the SSM.
Roger that. Roger that.
Risa, you're losing reactor containment. Risa! Oh. Just the whole damn station now.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against TEV bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navahas. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperious's squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a single, massive, coordinated strike. We lost 9 warships, including 3 frigates and nearly 60 orbital installations. Our shipyards, munitions depots, orbital foundries, rally points, workup stations, fuel and reactor booms, and navigational infrastructure have been decimated. Analysts suggest it'll take 5 years to fully repair the damage. 20 minutes into the blitz, the Martian Second Fleet responded en masse, striking against the Imperious's deployed forces as well as TEV rear areas around Jupiter. In spite of our losses, it seemed we might hold the truly critical installations and preserve our fleet and basic warfighting abilities. But the loss of Risa Station pushed us past our combat loss grouping as a military. We've lost a key subspace trajectory tracer, retrograde repair point, and dockyard for the First Fleet. Even as we speak, TEV bombers from Steel's own squadrons are jumping in through the blind spot and entering Earth's atmosphere. We could have lost Risa and fought on, but combined with other losses, the Elders made the decision to surrender 10 minutes after Risa fell. Don't blame yourselves. There was nothing you could have done. We lost this war before it ever started. For the last time, Navahas. Dismissed.
Starting Navajos ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. 2 weeks down. Just keep coming.
Watch the fighters, Navajos. Occupy the Corvette as long as you can.
Solaris Club, Navajo Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Daimos Corvette. Flash urgent.
New targets coming in.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen to my target voice.
Egg 1 low.
Element of 2 strike through in the combat position.
Egg 1 empty.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
No plan. Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. They're getting caught.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. You need to deploy more assets.
Maybe an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated...
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target. Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Egg 2 low. Egg 2 empty.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navajos.
I'll do my best.
That.
Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Rita? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spill live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Contact. Tally bandits.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Incoming job signature. It's an AWACS wing. We're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots, nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. The Avenger hits some space missiles from the GTD Trias. Gamma wing now off the jet and committed to defensive counter-air.
Engage.
Egg 3 low.
Struck the AWACS.
Like Lieutenant Piano, please respond. Base wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond.
Copy that, sir.
Engaging
Committed
at
to
will.
designated target.
Our hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our engine armor. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and non-essential personnel. Buy us time, pilots. Delta wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navajos. You're on your own.
Roger that, sir.
Engaging at will.
Egg 3 empty.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Nice shooting. They won't keep throwing bombers at us with losses like that.
Risa, you're losing reactor containment. Risa! Oh. This is the whole damn station now. All AWACS offline, Rita. Cancel the SSM.
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling
Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. 2 weeks down and they just keep coming.
Roger. I have to intercept.
Roger the fighters, Navahas. Occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navajo. I need gunships. Target is a Dimos Corvette. Flash urge.
Hostile contact. Head.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen to my target calls.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target.
Confirmed Navajo Alpha 1. Element of 2 strike materials did not have position.
Egg 1 low.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
Egg 1 empty.
Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
And those bombers aren't enough. Deploy more assets.
Jump plan. Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No less. I'm getting caught.
AP unit attempts to draw our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and then we move away.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Breezer. They're packing long-range missiles.
I'll do my best.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Egg 2 low. Egg 2 empty.
That was beautiful, sir.
Troubleshooting front clear. We set control range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Rita? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Roger that.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spill live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Hostile contact.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing. They're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Weapons hot.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're venturing in substation size. The entry is MOB now architect and committed to defensive counter-ambush.
I'll do that.
I copy, pilot. Report ship in transit.
Egg 3 low.
Solaris, we are heavily...
Hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our engine bomber. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and non-essential personnel. Buy us time, pilots. Delta Wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navahas. You're on your own.
Roger that, sir.
Egg 3 empty.
Nice shooting. They won't keep throwing bombers at us with losses like that.
I'll do my best.
Fighting Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. 2 weeks down and they just keep coming.
Watch the fighters, Navahas. Occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen to my target calls.
Confirmed Navajo Alpha 1. Element of test criteria is inbound on your position.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Roger that, sir.
I need supporting elements.
Tank 1 low. Tank 1 empty.
Leading to the enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. Need to deploy more assets.
Roger that, sir.
Jump plan. Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting caught.
Maybe an attempt to draw blustery. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Reza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Roger that.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris records?
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can. They'll come clear sooner or later.
Copy that, sir.
Roger that.
Committed to designated target.
Threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas.
I'll do my best.
Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Reza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
New contacts.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots, nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus. Gamma wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air missions.
Roger that. Disrupt the AWACS strike.
Systems.
Fuck me. I'm hit.
Flight Lieutenant Piana, please respond. Beta wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond.
Tank 2 low.
Wing launching, stand by.
Tank 2 empty.
Wing up, numbers. Sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure and rate. Preparing to evacuate all this central personnel. Where's time, pilots?
Roger that, sir.
Tank 3 low. Tank 3 empty.
Nice shooting. They won't keep throwing bombers at us with losses like that.
Roger that, sir.
Being nullified as the JCS AWACS. Good work.
All AWACS offline, Rita. Cancel the SSM alert.
I've got the GTCV Valerie jumping in. Warbook says it's a strike corvette. Diomedes class.
Copy that, sir. Committed to...
This mission just gets better and better. She's deploying wings from her final bay.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated...
This corvette can and will kill Reza. What are your orders, boss?
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
I'm going to call for backup. Stand clear of the Valerie.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Roger. I have the... Copy that, sir.
Solaris flight, Navajo Alpha. We have a Diomedes combatant at the Reza perimeter. Request gunship strike.
Bangs out. Closing for the merge.
Sorry, Reza. The Tevs are pressing hard all across the sector. We have nothing. We'll pass your request to sector.
Affirmative. Looks like this is the coup de grace. We appreciate
Weapons hot. Going for...
Don't jump, signature. One of ours.
I'm in a knife fight here. All compromised. Attempting to...
United Earth frigate in this second. Mars is responding to the TEV moves. We've been deployed to take some pressure off you, Earth. Sorry we're late, Risa. We were initially scrambled to attack the Atreus, but Admiral Steele was jumping away.
I'll do my best.
Roger that.
Apology accepted in this. You're the most popular thing in the world right now.
I'll do my best.
Hit that corner before it guts the Indus. Where the gods of war will show them a Martian welcome.
We've got trouble, Command. Our jump drives are still cold, and we have a Karun on the scene. Opening up our broadside.
Goodbye. All my wingmen are down. All surviving fleets are fighters. We need to help neutralize Valerie point defenses. Target turrets and fire control.
All sections are redlined all across the board. Did our best.
Flowers, we are heavily engaged.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Attempting to evade. Someone help me!
My rookies are gone. I can't confirm any rejections.
I'm going in for guns.
Man, Valerie. Penetration to inner compartments. We don't make it. This is last person. Attempting to evade.
The Valerie is a threat no more. That's another chevron for the proud.
Status check, pilots. Who made it through?
Battle space is secure.
Don't get comfortable, Earthers. They could sort a Chimera or Bellerophon at any minute, and we'll only have seconds to take the beams out.
We gave them a bloody nose, Sims. They're not used to that. Maybe they're reprioritizing assets to other targets.
Yeah, don't count on that. Admiral Steele doesn't play by the old rules.
Stand by, pilots. We're tracking an inbound jump signature.
That's impossible. The Atreus was engaged near Luna 5 minutes ago. He can't jump like that. He'll wreck his reactor. Blow his ship's own guts out.
So it's true what they say. He's insane.
Not insane. Reckless, relentless, and lucky. He's a gentleman psychopath.
Our Alpha Wing is out of action. SAR on standby. Situation is impossible, pilots. No pulse weapons will suppress you, and the spinal beam will gas us. Get your people out in this, or we'll try to evacuate as many people as we can before we go down.
As much as that would benefit us, Riza Station, we're not going anywhere. We'll hold off the Atreus and buy you time.
This isn't Artemis Station, Indus. Your suicide isn't going to help anyone.
You're right, Riza. This isn't Jupiter. This is Earth, birthplace of humanity. And Admiral Steele will take this station only when it's steamed Mars red our gunnery control. Prepare missile tubes for salvo fire. Helm, approach at full speed. I want us as close to that destroyer as possible. Forward railguns. Load Sabo and fire a Zubair.
This is Breach, all surviving Breach of Defender. Form alongside the Indus and charge the Atreus. Respect a Pharaoh, you sons of bitches! We die like we live, on our bloody feet!
I'll do my best.
This is the UEFG Vikrant to the GTD Atreus. Fleet Admiral Calder of Jupiter sent us to hunt you down, Steve. Surrender your ship or be destroyed.
Vikrant, this is Admiral Steele. My compliments to Admiral Calder and my respect to your crews. If you want my surrender, you'll have to remember.
Admiral Calder thought you played a romantic. We have no intention of walking into your habit while Steele. Tactic. Correctly the passengers load Sabo and open fire.
Tell your Admiral that someday we'll dance our little dance to the end. But not today, Vikrant. Not today. My compliments on a match well played. Now take us back to Jupiter.
Subsystems crippled. I need repairs.
The Atreus has jumped. It's flat out impossible, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna protest. We made it.
We made it. We made it. We're tallying our survivors now. Indus, Vikrant, Toreador. Our heartfelt thanks. We would all be dead now if not for your timely arrival.
It was our duty and deserves no thanks, Riza. But Steele still evades us. We will have our revenge for Jupiter.
Are you still in one piece, Laporte?
Shit. My hands are shaking. I can never tell if I'm afraid or exhilarated. Especially not afterwards.
Is that Laporte? From the Meridian mission? You're still alive? I'm impressed.
I muddle by despite myself, sir. Do you always make such a stunning entrance?
Only for you, Laporte. It seems you're quite a pilot. You're well on your way to a spot on the all-fleet leaderboard if reports are to be believed.
So your friend Ingmei mentioned me. Guess I haven't been the only one checking out FleetNet profiles, have I, sir?
It's strictly professional interest, Laporte. I'm Second Fleet Mars, you're Terran. Besides, you've still got that rookie timer on your shoulder. Tick, tick, dead.
Laporte, it amazes me how much your personality regresses after combat.
Combat high, Uncle Manuel. I'm just ecstatic that we won today. If we keep pulling off victories like this...
Victory? Laporte, check the Fleet General Tactical.
Can anyone confirm that the sub shipyards are gone? Does someone have a visual? There must be surviving fighters.
Hydra Station reports vampires 6x20. Knives out, spades out. Vampires 5x20, 10 seconds. Voting. Vampires 5 seconds. This is Hydra Station, signing off.
Continuing to charge casualties. We just got over 500 with radiation sickness from EDS detonations. 2 dozen drowned in their own vomit during the EVA transfer.
Advisory, debris shell coming off Hydura's orbital slot. Advise Brazil Shelter Command that they'll have inbound later today.
Navajos, you've been recalled to the Solaris. Vikront, Toreador, you're needed at Luna to handle the hunter-killer group. Indus, you'll remain on station here in case of TEV follow-up raids.
Understood, Riza. Farewell, Laporte. I'm sure we'll run into each other again in the future. It's an increasingly small fleet, after all.
Welcome. Back to the Solaris, Navajos, those of you who survived. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperius' squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a single, massive, coordinated strike. We lost 5 warships, including a frigate, and nearly 60 orbital installations. Our shipyards, munitions depots, orbital foundries, rally points, workup stations, fuel and reactor booms, and navigational infrastructure have been decimated. Analysts suggest it'll take 5 years to fully repair the damage. 20 minutes into the assault, the Martian Second Fleet responded en masse, striking against the Imperius' deployed forces as well as TEV rear areas around Jupiter. Thanks to Admiral Natroba's swift intervention, we were able to preserve our truly critical installations and retain our basic warfighting abilities. We will fight on. Your defense of Riza was a key element of that resistance. The TEVs never sent a truly crushing force, but thanks to your skill and careful deployment of the Third Fleet's 2 surviving artillery ships, you held Riza. It will keep our ships armed, fueled, and repaired for months to come. The loss of the Vatican is a tragedy, but we can rest easy knowing that her crew gave their lives to preserve our Federation and way of life. The Imperius has withdrawn to Delta Serpentis to restock its squadrons. We have earned ourselves some breathing room, but at a price. As you can see from the empty seats, the Navajos took 70% casualties today. The squadron is being disbanded and our surviving pilots transferred. It has truly been an honor to serve as your commander. We will fly our final sortie tomorrow. Welcome back to the Solaris, Navajos, those of you who
How the hell did this happen? I have been warning you since before the fall of Europa that Steele is the most dangerous commander the TEVs have. He is not going to dick around conserving resources and fighting an inexorable attritive war like Severanti. He wants this war over. He hates the waste of life almost as much as he loves the chance to fight. I told you he'd go for the throne. Now we're looking at logistical collapse within the year, unless we cut our fleet in half. If that doesn't happen on its own. On top of that, Byrne continues to insist on diverting critical supplies to his damn priority operation. You should have given me your ships when I needed them, Byrne. Not squandered the home fleet defending the Elder's mysterious project. If we do not break out of our defensive rut, Within 3 months, we are all going to answer for it at the gallows.
INSEC has recently become aware that a document was posted publicly on FleetNet labeled as a compartmentalized Admiralty communique. Although the source claims to be a disgruntled Jovian comms officer, I am sure none of you are naive enough to believe this obvious fabrication. GTVI continues its psyops in an effort to wear down our morale and cohesion. If you hear scuttlebutt about this message, defeat it as you would any other enemy.
This is Paula Hunter, Alliance Embedded News, reporting in the field on board Artemis Station in the Sol system. Several days ago, GTVA forces launched a truly enormous coordinated attack against UEF naval infrastructure in the space around Earth itself. This is really huge. Am I getting through, Chen? Alright, sorry, yes. This is an enormous change in the strategy from what we saw under Admiral Severanti. In an interview yesterday, Admiral Steele told us that he wants the war over by the end of the year and he's willing to take risks to do it.
I want one thing to be clear. We will suffer losses. I'm not going to grind away 500,000 lives on both sides when we could spend a few thousand now and achieve victory. We need to show the UEF the rules of the game. There are no rules. These people are fragile. They haven't seen what we've seen or fought our battles. Push them, and they will break.
Now, a lot of pundits have criticized this change in strategy as an unnecessary risk, and I know there's been a lot of footage of damaged ships coming home or news about lost squadrons, but let me tell you, the damage inflicted by Steele's attacks is just so much more punishing.
Last night. He was in his civvies in the red room. I asked him where he had been the past couple of days. He said he was heading back to Earth. He wasn't going to take any more part in this war. It turns out he missed the squadron briefing when the Tevs attacked Earth. Captain Telfer eventually found him in his bunk, up to his ears in rocket fuel. He got an immediate court-martial. I was determined psychologically unfit to continue in the Navy. He leaves for Earth tomorrow, and they're setting him up in a government center for some spiritual therapy. It's sad that the Navahas are being broken up, but to lose Kasim as well makes it all that much more difficult. He had the manners of a hog in heat, and half the charm, but he was a good pilot, a reliable friend. Like Captain Telfer said, though, this is war. War doesn't stop for anyone. It is a machine that carries on without us, and we either continue on with it, or we die. Let me tell you something that I always told your parents. No matter what life throws at us, we always have a choice in how we receive it. Most of us aren't born great. It's a conscious decision that we make at some point in our lives that propels us to do great things. You're still at the beginning of your adult life, but the choices you've made in this war have shown me that you are quite capable of determining your own destiny. It is therefore with no fear that I let you go into the unknown by yourself, without me to guide you. I'm going to Riza Station to help out with the training of new pilots. I've been flying Navy birds for more than 20 years, and this is probably the most useful thing I can do in this war. My reactions are what they were 15, 20 years ago, and the front is no place for a person like me. Who would have thought that out of the three of us, you'd be the only one of us moving forward? Not that. I'll send you a message when I get a stay. Good luck, your Uncle Matt.
Morning, fighting Navahas. This will be a last sortie before everyone goes to their new postings, so let's make this a good one, alright? Here's the situation. About 15 minutes ago, we received an automated distress call from one of our cruisers, the Dea Ekornis. She was transferring some non-essential materials from Mars to Earth and serving as a base and rally point for local patrols. We can't establish communications with the cruiser, so we've assumed that she must have fallen under some distress. Admiral Byrne has ordered us to send a wing to investigate the fate of the Ekornis. This is not a recon mission. We suspect enemy action to be the cause of the cruiser's distress. GTVA...
Dia Iconis in sight. She's adrift and under fire from Tev skirmishers. Vin, Cameron, let's get in there.
Only 5 of them. We can do this. We've handled worse.
Zero, we've got a problem. 3 Ulites, 280 away. They're pinching us. We've got Buster.
So much for bringing clean, huh? We're not leaving without him. Let's do some sanitizing.
Roger that. Rabbit, dishes, knock it off. Shackle me, fans out, ATM attack. Press, let's grease these Pt2 and all the friends on the road.
Can we take these guys?
I can. Try to keep up.
Laporte, rattle this guy. He's really trying to be close.
Alpha 1, Fox 2.
Death has a cover. Someone's sick.
Minus 2, and 0. Wait, I can't.
This is not that way.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty.
Everyone make it? Beautiful flying, people. Those Tevs were good, and we were better. Dia Iconis, this is Alpha 1 of the Fighting Navahas, UED Solaris. We've destroyed the Tev skirmishers. What's your status?
Good to see you, pilot. We were jumped by GTVA fighters during the navigation adjustment. They targeted both our weapons and engines. We're guessing they were planning to bring in Marines and board us.
Are you carrying anything important, Iconis? Information and space oscillators, maybe? The freighter Nauticus was hit by Geths recently in a similar situation.
Nothing like that. Marines, some prisoners who surrendered during the Earth sector blitz, a transfer crew, water and ammunition.
Well, they must have a transport nearby waiting for their fighters to finish off your weapons. We need to get reinforcements here pronto. Let me signal to Solaris. Solaris, this is Laporte. The Dia Iconis is secured. She's been disabled and we suspect the Tevs have a marine team nearby standing by to board. Requesting reinforcements and a repair crew.
Roger that, Laporte. We're firing up a fast response team and the rest of the Navajos. On station in 2 minutes.
Captain Cole here. I don't like this pilot. There's something off about this operation. Too few fighters for a TEV strike.
Yeah, I'm getting the same feeling. The fighters attacking you weren't using normal TEV tactical comms. As if they wanted to stay off their own net.
Looks like the marine transport you're expecting, pilot. Watch the escort. Fire Team Alpha, scramble to the ventral airlock and deploy claymores.
This is Commander Kai Shovel. We do not intend to engage your ships. Stand down and allow us to board peacefully. No one has to die here.
That's a negative. This is a combat zone and ROE holds. I cannot allow your ships near my charge.
You've got a choice here, pilot. You can stand aside and save a lot of lives, including your own. Or you can make things difficult. Think hard about your decision.
No. If you have a diplomatic request, then go through diplomatic channels, but you don't get to make demands at gunpoint. And I cannot permit an unknown hostile with a dubious story to board this ship.
Alright, so be it. If you're the one who killed Zingy and Zero, then I'm not going to have any regrets.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
We're here for our captain, nothing more. We know what your elders do to us.
Support! Help me! Help me!
Stop! Free defensive!
Beta wing is in. Attack on the little lock board. Pick your targets, open racks and engage.
Finn! Punch out! Good to see you, Beta.
Tank 3 low.
Captain, we did our best. We did our damn best.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Alright. Not an awful send-off. We showed them, didn't we? Shot down their very best.
Rearming.
Yeah, I guess.
You sound cracked out of your mind, Laporte. Is this one of those famous combat highs of yours?
Our Marines are standing down. We still have no idea why those TEVs wanted to board us so badly. Mosaic, your engineers may begin repairs as soon as they're comfortably aboard.
Pilots, can you take escort on the Dia Iconis? I'm gonna head back to the Solaris, clear my head, get some rest.
Sure, Laporte. What, getting tired of killing TEVs? We heard you're a real butcher out of Riza.
I'm fine, just dangerously close to thinking about what I just did.
Cameron, Laporte, welcome back to the Solaris. We don't have a briefing room anymore, so we're going to do this over coffee. Cream, Sub-Lieutenant? I'm sorry about Renito. He went down fighting the best. His parents are going to be real torn up, but real proud. Okay. I have no more idea than you do why the Tevs were so eager to board the Dea Ecornis. Their strike was undersupported and desperate. The ships you engaged were from the 41st Bengals off the GTD Imperius. They should have been in Delta Serpentis with their base ship. Our best theory at the moment concerns one of the prisoners the Dea Ecornis was transporting. Captain Esmar Al-Fadil of the 41st Bengals surrendered himself to UEF custody during a failed attack on the Jakarta Station dockyards. So far as we can tell, members of his squadron went rogue in order to rescue him from what they perceived as a fate worse than death. It's hard for me to think about, I'll admit. Ubuntu taught us all never to treat a human being as a thing, but if we're going to go out there and kill them, we can't know things like this. Things like how much these pilots loved their commander. I know I couldn't pull the trigger if I had to think about it. Never mind. Laporte, you look shaky as hell. You should get some rack time.
For the attention of Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. Welcome to your new home, Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. I'm Captain Sorensen, and I'm proud to call the Indus mine. I'm glad that you made the decision to join up with my ship and crew. I'm also aware that you come with high recommendations from Captain Telfer, so I know that you will serve this ship with distinction and valor. In the wake of Steele's massive raid against Earth, GTVA forces have largely withdrawn to Jupiter Sector to resupply and regroup. Raids against Earth Sector continue, but for the most part, 2nd Fleet is under only limited strategic pressure. Fleet Admiral Natreba is in conference with Fleet Admiral Calder of the Jovian Rim Fleet survivors. By all indications, it looks like some major operation is about to commence. I'll leave you under the care of your squadron leader. I believe you two have met?
Sims here. We've been introduced before. Welcome to the Indus. I'm sorry I wasn't on deck to see you in. I read over your jacket. You're clearly a skilled pilot, if still a little green. I need that talent to rebuild this squadron. I want to make it clear that things operate differently here in 2 Fleet. The Martian military has a reputation for rowdiness and vivacious behavior. This reputation is well earned, but it doesn't mean you can be insubordinate without consequence. It's esprit de corps, not poor discipline, that keeps 2 Fleet running. There are only a few veteran pilots left on the Indus, so don't worry if we don't go crazy over the arrival of you and your fellow replacements. We're at the front lines. We've seen a lot of faces come and go. Don't expect a shiny badge or a badass squadron name. We're out here to do our jobs, not to fly air shows. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Laporte. I just got word of your transfer to the Indus. You may remember me from the Nauticus incident. I'm de facto squadron leader aboard the Yangtze, since our CAG is a psychological casualty. Lorna Sims and I go way back. Admiral Natraba is about to select forces for a big joint operation against the GTVA. 2 months ago, the Indus was the best frigate in 2 Fleet, and Lorna Sims was a rising star. She got that job because 5 officers before her couldn't hack it. But the last few weeks have really wrecked her. The Indus Air Wing has been running a 400% casualty rate. Sims and Flight Lieutenant Levi are about the only 2 left from the original squadron. Replacements show up and die almost daily. Word has it that Lorna doesn't give her pilots call signs, just numbers. The crew chief says she's banned the flight deck from painting names on their ships. I think all the new pilots have turned into one long red blur for her. Worse, I think she prefers it that way. And all those rooks can tell. It's killing morale. I want the Indus flying alongside the Yangtze if we do go for a big strike, and I want her pilots eager to follow their captain. But Admiral Natraba will never choose a sick ship for his new task force. Do me a favor. See if you can shake Sims up. I've attached a personality profile that might help you out. I hope you get a chance to read it. Cordially yours, Karen A. May.
Yo, Laporte, out of the bunk, into the hole. Let's go, let's go. I hear you and the other new transfers have been bitching about the lack of training sorties. I get that. I mean, if I didn't know this ship flew a couple dozen sorties a day off a slot deck, overworking a deck crew that gets 4-hour sleep shifts and hasn't had a leave day in almost 9 weeks, I'd be bitching for more flight time too. And I just assume you don't know all that. Anyway, today's your lucky day, Laporte. I'm taking you out for some hands-on time with your Kentaro. Get used to the cockpit, the new avionics, all that. Sound good? I already had the deck fit out your Kentaro with weapons packages. We'll jump out, putter around, and come back. It'll give you a chance to get a feel for the interceptor and its weapons. The Yangtze is handling a Jump 5 alert for this sector, so if anything goes wrong, expect Flight Lieutenant Ing Mei and her wingman to come charging to the rescue as usual. I know you've had a couple discipline problems in the past. Your record says your last wing leader was your uncle, of all people. Consider this a chance to impress me with those earthborn manners of yours, alright? Let's go.
Your goal is to jolt Captain Sims out of her ill-fueled death spiral. In my experience, Sims responds well to confidence and plain talk, but if you're too by the book, she'll just ignore you. If you can demonstrate intelligence or experience, she'll listen. But failing that, she does some of her best thinking when angry. Just don't patronize or disrespect her or her abilities. And while she responds to honest emotion, don't get too empathetic. She hates that. If you criticize her professionally, not personally. The worst thing you can do is convince her you're an idiot. She'll tolerate a surprising amount of insubordination as long as it's going somewhere. Once you've raised the topic, don't back down.